Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we will be starting our second episode in our survival series using GameCreator2. Our last episode we touched down on how to make a save load system between our main menu and game scene. We will touch down more on that later as we get into the series, like saving and loading stats and attributes to our character and items, stuff like that. But today we will be looking at characters, character movement, basic attacks, stuff like that. So to get started, I'm going to create an empty, and in that empty we're going to name it world. Okay, we're going to slide world somewhere in here, and I'm going to create another empty within world. I'm going to call that floor. So, actually, I'm going to make sure our game load, okay, that's transforms all 0, worlds transform 0, 0, 0, floor transforms all 0 as well. That's perfect. Okay, so our floor, I'm just going to import something, some kind of floor from our Apocalypse pack. Let's see here. There, that will do good. Stick that under floor. Unpack the prefab. And let's just scale this way bigger. Something like that. And we're going to make it nice and flat, just for testing purposes. Okay. And then we're going to lower it just past the grid line. There we go. Alright, so we have a floor now. And I'm just going to lock everything so I can't accidentally touch the panel and stuff like that. So we're going to lock. There, I can freely do this and not touch anything. Next is we're going to add, so GameCreator2 is nice because it's got pre-built characters ready to go. So I'm going to create GameCreator characters player. Okay, find our player. I'm going to slide him up in here. And I'm going to change, because I'm designing for mobile, GameCreator has that function all ready to go. So player, input move, we're going to click this. Too bad you can't see my drop down menu, but under here it says mobile, left stick. Alright, so I'm going to play that, and I'll show you. We now have a character that we can move with our left stick. And I did this off camera apparently, but I added a camera shot here. And I've set it to follow target at a distance of 7 to -6. If you want to know how to do that, you just simply create GameCreator cameras camera shot. And once camera shot is built, you can choose whether or not you want either, first person, third person, all sorts of options here. But I clicked follow, and I set my own distance here to what I like, and that distance being 7 to -6, which gives me this view, nice, good view. I can see my entire character. It's not too far away. It's a little close. One other thing I'm going to fix on my character, the motion, acceleration. I do not like acceleration. That's my personal preference. You don't have to, but I notice a delay sometimes when rotating my character. Also, if you were to choose third or first person camera shot, you would have to switch your rotation here as well to if you like your character rotating with the camera, or if you want them to walk backwards with the back to the camera, or them facing the camera. All the options are in there. We're not worried about that. This is a top-down game. There is no rotation. That being said, let's continue. So I got a basic character, basic movement, nice camera shot, ready to go. I'm going to add a model to the character. I don't normally do this early, but we're going to do it now just to show off. I'm going to go to characters. I'm going to use a female character because I have a female voice pack that I'm going to use later on. It's got hundreds of dialogue. Say you click the reload button in your game when you're out of ammo, your character will say, "I'm reloading." So we're going to do that later, but for now, we're just going to set up for that. You notice the skeleton change. That will lead to a horrible ragdoll if you're using ragdoll. If you want to fix that, you just click on skeleton here, find the skeleton. You can adjust the transformation points of it. I already created one, so what I did, I duplicated this, and as you can see, I moved it up here, wherever it is. It's under my animations. I have two skeletons, both of which have different sizes and settings. Some Synthi packs are different from other ones, so the Apocalypse ones requires a certain one that I've made here. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to put skeleton 1 in. Okay, that was obviously the wrong skeleton. This is for a different Synthi pack. So skeleton 2 should be for this one. That works fine. Again, duplicating it, you're still going to get the really messed up looking skeleton. You're going to have to adjust it. So I'm going to give you my skeletal settings right now for the Apocalypse Synthi pack. So for bone and hips, you basically just want to change, well, for that one you want to change all, but with these other ones, don't worry about down here. It's these these numbers up here you want to change. So for the hips, these are your numbers. For the spine, these are your numbers. Head, right here. Legs, so you're going to copy these numbers, but you're also going to change the axes, because I'm pretty sure by default it's one of these ones. You're going to want to switch it to that. Numbers for lower leg, right upper leg, right lower leg, left upper arm, lower arm, right upper arm, right lower arm. There you go. Your skeleton should look just like mine now. I mean, the arms could be extended a little bit, but the ragdoll's still really good with what we got. So, now that you got your skeleton set up, your character set up, basic movement and camera set up, let's give this a shot. There's still no buttons or functionality to anything. You can just walk. So next we're gonna add like a little template instead. So instead of having an attack button, a skill button, second skill button, I'm gonna add like background buttons. So there will be attack background, attack secondary, etc. Because I plan on when you have different weapons, so say if I'm unarmed, I want this button to be punch, this button to be like a unarmed skill. As you switch weapons, you'll have, you know, like a slice with a knife, a stab with a knife, etc. You'll have different abilities for different weapons. So I'm going to add like a small little template to do that real fast. I'll show you that in a second. Go back to game scene. We're going to go to canvas, panel. We're going to create an empty. These are going to be combat controls. Okay. Now the first combat control, we're going to create a UI image. This will be primary attack. We'll do 125, 125, black, opacity 100. Now I'm going to find a circular image for this. There's one right there. Maybe 150. 150 by 150. Oh, 150. Okay, we're going to change the position of this to be mobile friendly. Down. I mean, that looks pretty good right there. Okay, so with primary attack, we're going to duplicate that. We're going to do secondary attack. That's going to go maybe just up here. Okay, and duplicate that. We're going to go Which should this one be? Okay, I'm thinking with a gun, that's shoot, that's reload. With a melee, that's attack, that's skill. Maybe we only need 2 buttons. This will be a dodge. Yeah, this will be an evade button. Evade. I'm going to position this just over here. Something like that. Alright. So for the primary attack, we're going to create an empty, we're going to call this one Unarmed Attack. No, sorry, delete that. We're going to duplicate this primary attack, then we're going to stick it inside the first one, and we're going to rename this one Unarmed Attack. Okay, we're going to change the scale down just a little bit, 125, 125. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed, no, okay, we're going to add, so I meant to make that a button, not an image, but we can fix that right here. We're going to add button. I believe it's the second one for a game creator button. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, we're going to add button, the top one. That's it. And we're going to change the image of this button to something more appropriate for an unarmed attack. Let's see. I'm going to change it to maybe a sword or something. I wish you could see my drop down menu. Right now you're looking at nothing, but here I found one. We're going to change it to this sword. We're going to change that sword to white and opacity full. Alright. I'm going to change this button a little bigger. 175, 175. There, now it fits in there. So now clicking that button, our character will do an unarmed attack. So add instruction, trigger, oh no, it's already a button so we don't need a trigger. We will gesture, play gesture on player. So we need an animation to do that. Do I have animations installed? I do not. I'm going to install an animation pack such as, whoa, nope. Let's just type in animations. I have a lot of packs to go through, so it's kind of hard most of the time. Mega animations pack, we'll do this one. So I'm going to update that. I probably should have done this before recording the video, but I'm already 13 minutes into recording this video and don't really want to edit it. So you're going to have to painfully wait for me to finish downloading this, or you can skip ahead. Alright, so we got archer animation, basic, caster, dance, melee, soldier, throwing, villager. I'm going to take out archer, I'm going to take out caster, and dance, and throwing. So we're going to use villager, soldier, melee, and basic. Import, waiting, and come on. And we got a minute and a half left in this video before YouTube says it's too long. Almost there. Okay, this might have to be another 2-part video until I get verified and I can make videos longer than 15 minutes. So my part 2 will be in 2 parts again. Probably by the time this is done downloading, I'm going to have to end it and I'll start up the next video right away. But while we're waiting, essentially, yeah. So you see how I'm hierarching the attack under the primary attack. So this first one's unarmed attack. The next one will probably be like a knife attack, a sword attack, maybe a pistol attack, rifle attack, etc. Alright, so the download's done. Real fast, I'm going to unarmed attack, play gesture, okay.